Recently, I've been seeing a lot of bold claims about grounding online. Allegedly, our bodies build up this electrical charge, but when we're barefoot, life gets better. Claim number 1, a renewed body. Claim number 2 is a renewed mind. And claim number 3 is a renewed soul. These are the claims that I'm going to be testing over the next 7 days. And finally, the only rule of this challenge is that my feet can either be barefoot or enter one of 2 options. Number 1, Birkenstocks. I imagine it's what Jesus wore. And number 2 is these grounding toe shoes from Amazon. They have copper inserts that supposedly continues to neutralize my charge if I'm somewhere I can't be barefoot. All right, let's take off these shoes for the last time and for the next 7 days. Ugh. Ooh. The dew is cold on my feet. Let's get moving.
I wasn't kidding when I said the grass was cold this morning. It was about 52 degrees outside. That's just about enough to make your toes shiver. And now it's time to go to my first stop of the day, the gym.
All right, I've arrived at my first location. I'm going to do a different physical activity every day, and I'm going to see if it affects my performance, if all of a sudden I start benching twice as much. If it's staffed and I'm confronted, I'm going to have to wear these instead. I hope I don't bug anybody by being barefoot, but you know what? I'm just trying to neutralize my charge. Your body holds a charge. I don't know if you knew that. That's what the guy on Instagram told me. Anyways, here we go. I'm going in.
I put these on just in case, but the lady at the desk didn't seem to care. No one's going to stop me from grounding. To be honest, it's been a couple weeks since I've been to the gym. I really need to get into a better routine.
Oh boy. Now that we went and tested the renewal that will happen to my body by working out, another thing that allegedly happens is that I have a renewal of my mind. I'll be more productive. If I feel my charge building up while I'm sitting down typing away, I can just... it's like I hit a dopamine right there. Getting my dogs in the grass, I love that. Now let me get some work done.
Now, I already love to do work outside, but adding grounding into the mix? That's a good combo. My charge is neutralized. But then I got really hungry. On the lunch menu for today, scrambled eggs with a side of dogs in the grass. And also a banana.
So far, we have validated 2 out of the 3 claims, but there is a third claim, my renewed spirit. I still have to do the things that lead to that. Step 1 of that was making a coffee to combine with that. But one thing way more important to me than grounding, this is one thing I'm going to do every day. Will grounding, neutralizing my charge, being one with the earth, God's creation, you could say, help me being more in touch with my spiritual side? I'll let you know how it goes.
Today's reading comes from Jeremiah 25. Verse 6 says, "Do not follow other gods to serve and worship them. Do not arouse my anger with what your hands have made. Then I will not harm you." Remember, y'all, don't worship things made by human hands. It ain't worth it.
Hello. Each day I'm going to try to talk to some different people on their thoughts on grounding, the whole thing. And today I have my wife with me. Say hi, Camille.
Hi, Camille.
So what are your thoughts on grounding and the fact that it might be beneficial for the mind, body, and spirit?
I think it can be kind of nice to put your feet in the grass, but I don't really know if I believe in it to the extent that you do with mind, body, and spirit.
Why not? You know what? It might convince you. If we race to the road and back right now. Let's do it. Oh my gosh. Camille, you cheated and you still got beat. How do you feel about that?
We tied, bruh.
I'm going to have to play back the footage. I'm faster. Ooh, I should not be this out of breath. But we need to burn some calories because we're about to eat ice cream. So that'll be pretty fun. What do you think?
I like ice cream.
I feel definitely faster than I did yesterday. I think I'm slowly increasing in speed.
From grounding?
Yeah, from grounding.
Oh, okay.
Well, let's get some ice cream.
Something tells me Camille is still upset about her defeat in the race. This was nice. My ice cream flavor of choice is butter pecan with a little bit of maple syrup on top. And let me tell you, this stuff is tasty.
Good morning. The moon is above me and I'm awake. I don't like that. It's day 2 of grounding and I've had to activate a little bit of a power up. It's 56 degrees outside. I would freeze my toes off if I tried to do this. I also got my grandpa's cheese barn mug. If you've never been to Grandpa's Cheese Barn, or if you're ever running through the dead center of Ohio, it's a great place to be. Average tourist attraction in Ohio. Shut up. As I said yesterday, I'm going to wake up early to do this Bible reading, this renewed spirit thing. And since me and Camille have to leave at 7 a.m. to go to the big city today, this had to happen before then. So it's 6 a.m. Anyways, I don't have that much time, so I'm going to get to reading right now and hopefully be able to see. I made it to the big city, Indianapolis, baby. So I wanted to share a little bit about my game plan today while I have some hours in the big city. I have already accomplished renewing my spirit today. I feel great in terms of my soul level. But that long drive, a couple-hour drive here, kind of killed me. What I'm going to try to accomplish today's physical activity is a barefoot mile. But I'm just going to run laps around this little courtyard, it's sort of a park. I'm going to be a new man by the end of this. I know you're doubting me right now, but I promise you, I shouldn't make promises. I have no idea if this is actually going to work or change my life whatsoever. I'm just going to do it. I'm going to stop recording, and I'm just going to run a mile.
I needed a little time to recoup after that run. I'm probably more out of breath than I should be after 1 mile. Got myself some cold brew coffee, and I promise you that I cleaned this spill up. I did not record that because I'm very awkward.
All right, here's the deal. I have partaken in the renewal of my body, my spirit, and now it's time to see how productive I can be. I got some work to do. I got my coffee, and I'm grounding still. Then I got a couple familiar faces meeting me for lunch. I'm really excited about that. I'm starting to really believe in this. I'm feeling fantastic today. I'm with my boys, Kyle and Ryan. We had some lunch. It was pretty tasty. I'm trying to convince them of my grounding now. Kyle's expressing a lot of doubts, but Ryan seems to be kind of interested in the concept. What do you think about that, Ryan?
I think there's a lot of biblical backing and grounding. You know, Moses took his shoes off when he was on holy ground. So I think I'm going to give it a shot.
Kyle, on the other hand, he must not believe in God because he doesn't want to ground with me.
I shook my head when you said that. I was talking about the grounding thing. I'm not a grounding guy. There's no way you're going to get me to ground.
We'll see if by the end of this video I can't get him to ground. I'm going to try to convince him.
No way. No way.
We're going to go do it. All right, Ryan, we're at the loudest intersection in the city, but yeah, let's start grounding. We got our yams in this grass right now.
I just stepped on a cigarette.
Oh, no. Oh, I see another cigarette butt behind me. Do you feel your charge neutralizing yet?
A little bit. I think I'd have to stand here for quite some time to feel it the way Moses did.
Yeah, Moses. Another symptom of grounding I hear a lot is that you get closer to God, and Moses was definitely closer to God. So, well, thanks for grounding with me. I appreciate you.
I headed home and got myself cleaned up for church. Now, a little thing I'd like to share with y'all is that I'm employed by this church, which means I had to ground in secret. But then I taught my lesson outside and I raw dogged like Moses.
I'm just a boy in the grass trying to wrap this up. I just got home from church. It's almost 10:30. Do you know when you're like good tired? Like you had a long productive day, you got your energy out, and now you're just ready to lay your head down and rest. Usually I'm not that. Usually I'm up until like midnight or 1 a.m. and I just keep going. I'm an insomniac if I let myself be. I'm just a guy. I'm a guy who's about to go to bed. I'll see you in the morning for day 3. Hey there, good morning. Welcome to day 3 of the grounding experience. I'm your host, Peyton Wright. So far, 3 days in, or the start of the 3rd day in, I'm enjoying this experience a whole lot. Got plenty of daylight and sunlight in, so much serotonin in my veins. I don't know if that's in your veins. It's probably not. I'm probably wrong about that. As you already know by now, my goal for the rest of this week is to start my day by grounding and reading my Bible. Obviously, I kind of say that as a joke sometimes, like, oh, grounding will take me closer to God. But genuinely, there's something about getting away from the artificial man-made buildings we're always in, these man-made capsules we put our feet in. I'm starting to sound like a very enthusiastic grounding connoisseur. I'm starting to pull out language out of my butt, like, oh, we trap our feet all day long. No, I don't want to sound that crazy yet. So I'm kind of yapping a lot right now, but bye. Temporarily, that is.
Today's reading comes from Jeremiah 29:13. You will seek me and find me when you seek me with all your heart. That's pretty straightforward. I want to do that every day of my life. And I also want to ground every day too.
Hey there. As you can see, I've built myself a little outdoor workstation so I can continue to efficiently ground. I'm editing a podcast right now, Church Chortles. You should go subscribe. And I'm actually recording a different one in 3 hours from now. So I'll have to do that as well. My physical activity has been pushed to later tonight. I'm excited for that. So I'll let you know how my productivity goes this time. I'm gonna get started.
Absolutely pounded out some editing at this outdoor workstation. Next up was recording the podcasts, but if you don't mind me, it's time for me to start my leg day.
All right, I'm with my friend Jacob. I think you guys have yet to meet him, but he's gonna ground with me. What are your thoughts on grounding so far, Jacob?
First off, how's it going, guys? And I'm a big grounder. I love the benefits. It's therapeutic. It's healthy. Brings you closer to God.
So I think we're gonna do it together. You okay with that?
Let's do it.
All right, taking my grounding shoes off. That brisk feeling of cold grass on your feet when it's perfectly warm outside, so the balance.
The cure for depression is right here outside, folks. This beautiful wet grass out here is all you need.
Beautiful wet grass. BWG, baby. I'm enjoying this a lot, but I'm also a little hungry. I think there's only one thing left to do.
Yeah, my tummy's rumbling a little bit too. What's that behind us?
Oh, wait. Is that Taco Bell? You think what I'm thinking?
I'm thinking what you're thinking.
Let's do it. They kicked us out of the drive-thru.
Yeah.
I don't know why.
Jacob?
Oh, thank you. Still waiting on Peyton?
Yeah, I'm going to
That's all good?
right now, yeah.
Thank you. Oh, man. They kicked us out of the drive-thru. I don't know what that was about.
I can't imagine why.
I think it might have had something to do with our bare feet slapping the asphalt. I'm going to eat my Fiesta Bowl. We're grounding in the Taco Bell parking lot, or the courtyard outside. And I'll probably see you in the morning for day 4. Good night. Say bye, Jacob.
Adios.
Good morning. I made it all the way back to the big city, and it's pretty much sunrise, as you can see behind those buildings. I had to wake up at like 4:45 to get here by that time. I'm a little tired. So the other day we were in the big city and we got a couple things done. We ran our Barefoot mile. That was a lot of fun. However, I would like to explore maybe a little bit more today. I do have some work that needs done. I don't know what there is to explore in Indianapolis. Maybe not much. Maybe a homeless man under a bridge. That might be the extent of what this city has. Besides the fact that I did find this beautiful courtyard, and I'll show the other side. It's a great view right now. This is some of the nicest grass my bare feet have touched this entire video. My yams are being blessed right now. My toes are being graced with this luscious grass. But we all know what I have to do first. I'm going to read my Bible and get closer to God as my dogs are closer to his creation. Let's do it.
Despite the fact that I woke up at 4:30 a.m., this was easily my favorite morning of the week.
Well, I completed the physical activity for today. I wasn't exactly planning on that, but I kind of just started walking around the city. I ended up walking 4 miles straight. That was probably the craziest Strava post I have ever made in my life. Dodging goose poop like it's hopscotch out here. Reclaiming the city by slapping my yams all over the pavement. Good to know I still run these streets. I used to live here in Indianapolis. Now that I've renewed my spirit and I've renewed my body, it is time to renew my mind and be productive. And I got a place behind me, Starbucks, I'm gonna go to get it done. I got my grounding shoes on so that they'll actually let me in the building. I don't care about politics, but there's no way that people at Starbucks care about grounding. So, let's go.
I know it doesn't carry over into these montages, but I was at this Starbucks for 5 hours, and I was exhausted.
Man, yeah, I know. Guys, this is Bear. I don't know if you've met Bear. He's very clingy. He's just an outdoor cat. He's a little bit of a wild animal. I am a little tired on the end of day 4, but don't get me wrong, I feel good. I've just been up since 4:30 a.m., so I think I just need sleep. Was super productive over the course of those 5 hours at Starbucks. I got my edit done. Hallelujah. Praise the Lord. Hey, y'all. Bear. But honestly, what I think I just need is to eat, to shower, spend time with my wife, and then to sleep. Sleep in. Dude, you are dramatic. Also, on top of things, I'm not sure where my phone tip for the mic is, so sorry if the audio quality is a little bad. That might sound really bad, actually. I'm sorry. I'm going straight to bed after I spend some time with my wife and eat. So good night. All right, here we go. I'm going to be completely honest with all of you out there. I have done pretty much 0 grounding today, and like I said, it's past noon, but I'm aiming to make up for that right now. Let me just get these off of me right here. I had to wear them in Starbucks because they'd probably shoot me or something. It's going to be a good day, even if I got a late start. There's a bee at my feet. I'm scared, but that's how I'm feeling today. Slow start, but the worst thing you can do when you have a slow start to the day is to make the whole day. Just say, oh, it's all ruined. I'll just throw away the rest of the day. Like, no. Make something out of it. I'm going to make up for the fact that my dogs didn't touch the grass until like 12:30 p.m. So I'm going to read my Bible, and I'm going to get started on that. Wish me luck. All right, it's time for your verse of the day from Peyton. Great are your purposes, and mighty are your deeds. Your eyes are open to the ways of all mankind. You reward each person according to their conduct, and as their deeds deserve. The Lord rewards good and punishes evil. Maybe it doesn't seem like it in this life. People see bad people who are rich and immediately assume, oh, why do bad people have so much money? How could possibly someone who's evil be that blessed? But that's assuming that money is the biggest blessing. You know what's a bigger blessing than money could ever buy? I'll tell you what. It's reading the Bible with my dogs out in the middle of this grass. Yeah, that was my reading today. It was pretty good. Obviously, it's good.
I wrote down some of my deepest, darkest thoughts into my journal after that. I'm sorry, I'm not going to share that with you guys. Then I got some Culvers with my wife, and trust me, we stay grounded.
1, 2, 3. Grounding. Grounding. We're playing spike ball. Grounding.
After me and my brother demolished in spike ball, it's time for me to visit some other friends.
So I got right here my college roommates, but I know Derek right here has been grounding far longer than I have, and I wanted to get his thoughts.
You know, Peyton, so at the core of a actual human being, though, what makes a human human?
Oh, well, we are all electric beings, and we could contain electricity within us.
Very true. So your heartbeat, what causes a heartbeat?
Electricity?
Electricity. If your heart is not beating, I don't know where I'm going with that.
My heart might stop beating if I stop grounding.
Exactly.
Personally, I wake up most days with frizzy hair. I think there's too much electricity going on in my body. That's why my hair is so frizzy.
That might be it. That might be a good benefit.
For sure, he's onto something.
Anyways, now we're going to have a 100-meter dash sprint off, and the drone's going to chase us.
man, what a good day. A drone grounding shot. Who would have thought that would have gone so hard? I have church tomorrow. I will be wearing the Birkenstocks to church. I'm not going to show up to a church where I somewhat work at and ground. That's a good way to potentially lose your job, and people say, why are you barefoot right now? Like, don't show up barefoot to your job. Society still has some catching up to do before we can just ground in public like that. Big shoe really has us all by the balls, it seems. So, I'll see you in the morning at church, or getting ready for church. Something like that. Good night. This is the only shot I remember to take at church, but just know I did ground during Sunday school.
Oh, what a Sunday it has been. I made myself a little iced Americano right here. To be honest with you, I ate lunch immediately after church, and pretty much immediately after that, I fell asleep and took a big old Sunday nap. I know I'm not alone in the Sunday nap game out there. I know there's a lot more fans. I was thinking whether or not to do this, but a section on a Sunday like this, you're supposed to honor your Sabbath. So I was thinking, do I even do the Renew Your Mind section on Sunday? Because I'm not supposed to be productive. It's not about productivity on Sunday. But then I realized I like doing it. Sabbath is about doing what you love to do, what you're passionate about, spending time with your loved ones, spending time on your passion projects. So what better time to put my blood, sweat, and tears into a project like this than on Sunday? But anyways, I think I'm going to do that, and then I'll be on my way to my next thing, which is a haircut. I'll see you on the road.
After a couple hours out there, I decided to hit the road. Got to make it to my haircut. And don't think I didn't take precautionary measures to make sure I could ground while getting a haircut. Jeez, yo! Look at my new cut, guys. I got a haircut. And don't mention my hairline. Everybody comment nice hairline, Peyton. And now I am headed to play some nighttime pickleball to hopefully convince Kyle to please ground with me. I just want to ground with Kyle.
All right, Ryan, you know, you're a fellow grounder. We're trying to get Kyle ground with us. And he keeps refusing for some reason.
Say we wipe the floor with him in the pickleball game, and then he's gonna see.
He'll have no choice but to ground with us after we just wipe the floor with him. Kyle, we're coming after you.
I'm an idiot.
In Kyle's defeat, he knew exactly what he had to do now.
Let's do this.
Let's do it.
Let's do it.
Kyle, I've been trying to get you to ground all week long. You saw me and Ryan playing pickleball. Our charge was neutralized. We beat you in the game. And now all of a sudden, you concede and you're barefoot. What do you think about the experience?
It honestly kind of just gave me clarity, you know? I felt like everything was in my head, like, I gotta work on this, the traction slipping. And then I took off the shoes, my head was clear. I just don't understand it. That's insane.
Should we hug it out?
I think we should.
Good morning. Buenos dias. It's 5:09. I've been up since 4:30. As you saw, I bought a pork butt at Walmart last night. Hopefully I'll manage to get back to bed for at least a little bit. Although I still have to coat the pork butt in there. Gotta rub my butt a little bit. Fellas, you know what it's like rubbing some butts, am I right? I don't even know what that means. Sorry, that was weird. Let me go rub my butt real quick. If you excuse me, I'll go rub my butt.
When it comes to prepping an 8-pound pork butt for smoking, step 1 is definitely coating that thing in mustard and rubbing it in. Rub that thing, don't be scared. Next up, you're going to cover that thing in your spices and once again, rub that thing real good. Once your butt's ready, just put that sucker in and you're honestly good to relax for about 3 to 4 hours.
Well, the meat's set. I'm going back to bed. Good morning. I'm back awake after multiple hours. Hey, this thing's going pretty well. It's at 160 degrees. I'm about to cover it in a little bit with aluminum foil. ChatGPT told me to do that. It's called the stall. Ugh. I made myself a coffee, as you can see. Can you see? If I can see right, the lighting is going back and forth on this camera. What is going on, bro? So usually I would lead off with my renewed spirituality time. That's what I've done so far this week. I've spent time in the Word, in my Bible, while grounding. But the issue right now is that I have a podcast releasing on YouTube in about 30 minutes. So I need to make a thumbnail. So I'm going to do a little bit of a sandwich. I'm going to be productive for about 30 minutes. I'm going to then read my Bible. And then I'm going to go back to being productive for a couple hours because I also aim to get all of my homework done today. Either way, I'm going to quit yapping and go be productive for a couple hours. And then we're going to have some fun tonight. Changed outfits because I showered. Also, I got a guest with me because I got 8 pounds of pork butt and need to share it.
Oh, I'm so stoked for this pork butt.
You know, Kyle, I never would have invited you if you hadn't grounded with me last night, but I'm so happy that you did.
My pickleball game was fire, and this pork butt's also about to be fire. I'm so stoked.
Let's do it.
I'm not ashamed to admit that ChatGPT was a great resource in teaching me how to smoke this big hunk of meat. It turned out great. This group right here ate 6 of the 8 pounds of pork butt in one sitting. There were hardly any leftovers, and I can't blame them. It was good. The last physical activity of the week had me playing cornhole barefoot, and I honestly must admit, this did not help my performance at all. I played very bad, but I still had fun.
So this is the end. It's been a long journey, but it begs the question, do I keep doing it? Is grounding a sustainable thing to just be able to keep doing forever and ever? Obviously, probably not. Y'all, I've been telling people all week that these are things that were happening within me. I don't think it's completely bullcrap, but I don't think it's true at all at the same time. It's weird how feet have become this weird thing of, like people will gag when they see your feet. People don't gag when they see your hands. Feet do smell sometimes if they're not washed. But I think that's all I have to say. Thanks for listening. And good night. I'll see you in the morning.
You thought I threw away my only pair of shoes? I threw away my shoes and I'm just gonna go barefoot forever now? No! No, that's not the point at all. I bought a new pair. Look how white they are. They're way better than those. Anyways, if you like the video, make sure to subscribe. I'll see you in the next one.